this country and many people. Um,
Maestra, I have a question.
Thank you for interrupting me. What's up?
Are we taking notes today?
Kinda,
Ah, okay.
kinda. So in the chat box, I'm gonna go ahead and type in the link to our notes today. I think so. That's the second one. Yeah, that's the second one. Let me live stream my iPad. I don't know why it disconnected. There we go. So, yes, I did vote. I voted a couple days ago. So, yeah, it's yeah. If you know anybody who has the ability to vote, ask them, did you vote? Because if they didn't, anyways, so learning goals for today. I will be able to interpret graphs and the slope of a proportional relationship. So, onta mi lápiz. So, for those of you who don't know what the word interpret means, it means to sort of like understand. Okay? The Spanish word for interpret is interpretar, which means to just understand and explain. And then we're also going to be looking at the slope of a proportional relationship. So if we have a ratio like, $5 to one bag, what does this mean? Right? We're going to talk about that in a bit. Vocabulary, again, we're using the same vocabulary from yesterday, which is a proportional relationship. We're going to be looking at equations that look like this. Y equals k times x, where k is simply your constant of proportionality. This is something we did last year, and it's the same thing as your unit rate. Okay, so it's a ratio of two things. And we're going to do 4 examples, okay? So we'll have more than enough practice. So first things first, let's look at the first problem. Mia is participating in a fun run to raise money for the West Side Children's Hospital. The run is held at Mia's high school track. The more laps Mia runs around the track, the more money she raises for the hospital. I'm going to call on somebody to simply just tell me what this problem is about. Or actually, do I have a volunteer that would like to tell me what is this situation about? What's happening?
The situation is that Mia, like, more laps that she runs, the more money that she gets.
Yeah, she runs laps for money. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, somebody already allowed him to get in. Beautiful. So the graph shows the proportion. Oh, okay, so this situation is about running laps. So this person, Mia, she's running around laps, and every time she runs a lap, she gets money. The graph shows a proportional relationship between the number of laps she runs, which is X, and the amount of money she raises for the hospital, which is Y. So every point is always X comma Y. And here's the X, and it represents laps. And here's Y, and it represents dollars. So I'm gonna go down the list, okay? Marcos, can you go ahead and let me know what does the X represent right here? This 2, is it 2 laps or $2, Marcos? And you can either unmute yourself and tell me, or you can go ahead and write it in the chat. Yeah, Marcos, 2 laps. Awesome. So this means 2 laps. She runs around the track twice. Beautiful. Alexander, what does the Y value represent here? What does the Y represent? Is it the number of laps or how many dollars she gets? Okay, moving on. Angel Tapia Vasquez, can you please let us know what does the Y represent? What is this 10? Is it $10 or 10 laps? Angel, you can still type out your answer though. What do you think it represents, the 10? 10 laps or $10? $10. Perfect. Angel, I'm sure you recognize this 10 is the Y value and the Y values are the dollars. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Angel. It's $10. Okay, Brian, try to fix it, okay? So let's look at the 2 possible answers now. Is it number 1 or number 2? Number 1 says if Mia runs 10 laps, she gets $2. Is that true? Or is it if she runs 2 laps, she gets $10? Which one do you think it is? Number 1
Number 2.
or number 2? Type it into the chat. Type it into the chat. Mientras tomo agua. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Surami. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Marcos. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you, Diana, Doris, Chris, Rodrigo, Betsy, Danny, Maria, Jennifer, Emily, Ashley, Elisel. This is confusing me. Ow, my eyes hurt. Ow. Okay. Ay, Dios. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Kelvin. Everybody is correct. Everybody who participated is correct. Oh, wait. That's not the marker. If she runs 2 laps, she gets $10. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, if you want to get a positive message sent home, can somebody tell me and explain how many dollars she gets for 1 lap? How much is she making per lap?
$5.
How did you get
One.
$5?
Porque la mitad de 10 es 5.
La mitad de 10 es 5. Okay, okay. I'm gonna go. I am gonna send the positive message home, okay? Because it is 5. Does somebody else have a different way to explain it? She said half of 10 is 5. Does somebody else did it differently? What about you, Kelvin? How did you get your answer?
I got 5. Because you can also divide 10 and 2 equals 5.
Okay, I see you. I see you. So you did $10 between 2 laps. And then I think Michelle, I saw what she wrote. They're both even, so you could cut them in half. So you get 5/1 or $5 and 1 lap. Beautiful, beautiful. Y'all are doing fantastic. Yes. So it's 5/1. And y'all want to see something really cool right now? You got to be looking at the screen though right now, okay? If you want to see something cool. So the ratio is 5-1. Look at this line. Look at the yellow line. You go up by 5 and you go 1 to the right. You go up by 5 and you go 1 to the right. Isn't that pretty cool? How the unit ratio is tied to these little triangles. What's it called? Oh, the slope. Ah, the slope. Hmm. Okay, next one. Doug is starting a summer camp for children with hearing impairments. He needs to hire enough counselors to chaperone the children. Can somebody tell me what this problem is about? What are the two things or people that are being involved right here?
People that cannot hear
Chaperone.
and counselors or chaperones.
Okay. So chaperones, right? Or counselors. Uh-huh. Chaperones. And I think what you meant to say was people with hearing impairments, right? It's not that they can't hear, they just have trouble hearing. Chaperones and children. And I know somebody else was going to unmute themselves and say it. So yeah, first come, first serve. But you will have opportunities to share out responses. Now, Eliseo, I noticed your mic is unmuted. I'm going to go ahead and mute you just in case somebody wins the lottery and starts screaming in the background. So the graph shows a proportional relationship between the number of counselors Doug hires, let's let that be X, and the maximum number of children who can attend the camp. That's Y. Again, it's X comma Y. Blue represents X, and that's the number of counselors, and Y represents the number of children. So let's see here. Diana, can you please let us know, what does the 3 represent? Is that 3 counselors or 3 children?
I think it represents the counselors.
What makes you say that? And you're correct, but what makes you say that?
Because you underlined it, counselors Doug hires, and there's an X right where the sentence is.
Perfect. Diana recognizes the first number represents X, and so it should be the number of counselors. Yes, Kelvin?
And it's also common sense. Why would you have like 3 children and a bunch of counselors for no reason?
Uh, you know, sometimes students have intervention teams and there's like 6 teachers and 1 student. But thank you for that. Let's see. Ashley Carrillo Matias, can you let us know, what does the 9 represent? Is that counselors or is that the number of students?
It's the number of students.
And what makes you say it's the number of students? It's correct, by the way. Can you explain why it's the number of students? Okay, maybe you can't. But anyways, thank you so much. So it's 9 students and 3 counselors. So let's look at the 2 possible answers. Number 1 or number 2? Which one do you think it is? In the chat box, type out, do you think it's number 1 or do you think it's number 2? Somebody just said, I can't see. Can you make it bigger? Yes. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Surami. Thank you, Maria Jose. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Kathy again. Thank you, Doris. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Rodrigo. Thank you, Eliseo. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Maria. Again, thank you, Kelvin. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Betsy. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Ashley. So Elisel, yes, thank you for asking if I'm okay. Most of you chose the first one. A reminder, we have three counselors, and 9 students. 9 or children, sorry, 9 children. So it is number 1. I'm so proud of all of you, and I really just do appreciate y'all participating and engaging. So, Kathy Hernandez, you can't do this one because you already got the talking points message for the last problem. Who can tell me how many students per one counselor and explain how you got it? Actually, if you want to explain it, type into the chat. Okay, Elisel, you were the first one. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Elisel, and tell me how you got 3.
What I did is I divided 9 students into 3 counselors. I got 3.
Okay, so Elisel did 9 students divided by 3 counselors. And then your unit ratio was 3 students per 1 counselor, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. Let me write your name down. So many opportunities to get these messages sent home. Elisel. Se me
And me
antojó.
too.
I know, right? Se me antojó una torta. I don't know why. Una torta de queso fresco con jalapeño. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Our ratio is 3 to 1, and take a look at the graph. You go up by 3, 1 to the right. Isn't that cool how it matches up? 3, 1 to the right. And you get this. Watch this. Watch this. The ratio 3 to 1 is the same thing as 9 over 3. And watch this. Watch, watch, watch. You're going to go up by 9 and 3 to the right, and it works. Isn't that pretty cool? All right. All right. Let's do another one. Okay, maybe that's why se me antojó, because I'm hungry. No es antojo, then it's actual hunger. Linda loves to wear socks with crazy patterns. She finds a great deal for these kinds of socks at her favorite store called Rock Those Socks. Avalon, can you please unmute yourself and let us know what is this situation about? Okay, moving forward. Chris, can you let us know what this situation is about? What are we talking about in the problem? Okay, moving on. Daniela, can you please unmute yourself and let us know what is this problem about? What is it talking about?
Pairs of socks and how much they cost.
Pairs of socks. That's all it is. Pairs of socks and the cost. In fact, it doesn't even say anything about the cost, but you're already thinking ahead. The graph shows a proportional relationship between the numbers of pairs of socks that she buys and the total cost. So, reminder, XY, the blue is this one, and the green is this one. En serio? Bruh. So, let's see, somebody who I haven't heard from. Dani, what does the 3 represent? Is it the number of pairs of socks or how much money it costs? All right, then moving on. Diane already heard from you. Doris, what does a 3 represent? Is it 3 pairs of socks or is it $3? Okay. Edgar, can you please unmute yourself and let us know what do you think this 3 represent? Is it the number of socks or is it how much dollars it costs? Brian, can you go ahead and unmute yourself and read out what you sent to me?
Pair of socks because the first number goes to the X, so I is 3 to the X.
Perfectly said. Thank you so much, Brian. The first number is associated with the X. And since the X is the pairs of socks, this means it's 3 pairs of socks. Thank you so much, Brian. Now, Doris, I see you're back. You were doing something even though you're in class. What does the 5 represent here? What does the 5 represent? Is it the number of pairs of socks or is it the total cost of dollars? Unmute yourself, please, Doris, and let the whole class know.
Dollars.
$5. Thank you so much, Doris. So 3 pairs of socks cost $5. So now let's take a look at this. What do you think it is? Is it the first one or the second one? In the chat box, type out what you think it is. And yes, I will make it a little bit bigger. Type out into the chat box what you think it is. Doris, I think you accidentally unmuted yourself, so I went ahead and muted you, okay? Okay, so I'm not going to read out everybody's names because it's way too many names. Somebody picked once. Who picked 11? 2 people picked 11. 3 people picked 11.
It was me.
I know. Everybody's that participated is correct. All of you are correct. If she buys 3 pairs of socks, it costs $5. So 3 pairs of socks equals $5. Thank you all for participating and engaging in this. 3 pairs of socks is $5. Now, Eliseo and Kathy, you can't participate in this one because you've already technically gotten the correct answer. Can somebody tell me the cost of 1 pair of sock and tell me how you got the answer? If $5 is 3 pairs of socks, how much is 1 pair of socks? Oh, pair of socks. Sorry.
$1.6.
Okay, Kelvin, do you mind explaining how you got that?
I guess you divide them, each pair.
What are the 2 numbers you divide? Tell me.
5 and 3.
Oh, okay. So you divided the $5 by 3 socks. and that gave you $1.6 per socks. $1.6, $1.60. Yes. And I see, Emily, you also had that answer. Unfortunately, he unmuted himself and said the answer out loud first. Okay, I do apologize. And Michelle, you are correct. Diana, that number is for 2 socks. That's for 2 pairs of socks. Oh yeah, let me write your name down actually. Now, let's see. The ratio is 1.6 to 1. So if we look at the line, it should go up by 1.6 and then it goes to the right 1. It goes up by 1.6 and then it goes to the right 1. And you can kind of see it. Or you can go up by 5 and 3 to the right. The ratios are equivalent. And that's why those triangles look like they're similar. Y'all are doing such a fantastic job. You bring me life, you bring me energy on this Tuesday. So I'm gonna go ahead and create breakout groups. A lot of us are gonna start working on the IXL for today. I'm gonna go ahead and type in, I'm gonna post a link so you can log in first, okay? If I can get the link. So in the chat box, I'm gonna go ahead and type out the link so you can log into IXL using your Google account. Please, when you log in the chat box, type in done so I know you're done. Daniela, you don't have IXL every day, only about twice a week. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Jennifer. When you have finished logging in to IXL, please click on this link that I typed into the chat. It is interpreting graphs of proportional relationships, which is exactly what we were doing right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start creating breakout groups. Let's see. Uh-oh, what happened to the breakout group thing? Um, sorry, this takes a while. And then I have custom breakout groups that I want to check in with. So group 4. Right now you can go ahead and start like working on it while I'm creating these breakout groups. I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. Awesome. So I'm gonna be checking in with some of you. Okay, I'm gonna be joining breakout groups to check up on you. Um, oh, okay. Yes, Jessica. Sorry, I no estaba leyendo el chat. Déjame mandarte la link real quick. Uh, eek. Okay. Aquí está el link. Okay, Jessica. Everybody else, please go ahead and get started. There is a group of students that I'm going to be checking in right now. So go ahead and get started on the IXL, okay? So Norlene, Michelle, Maria, Kathy, Daniela, Chris, Angel, and Alexander. Wait, Chris, I posted the link like 2 minutes ago in the chat. So if you scroll up, it's right there. Angel and Alexander. Bruh, Angel, you are not finished with IXL already. Angel Tapia. Wait, it's not Tapia, it's Tapia. You really are. Why don't you go and check your other IXLs that you didn't get like 100% or you didn't finish? Remember, because you need at least a 70 to get credit for it. So if you have stuff that you got like a 48 or like a 60 something and you didn't get a 70, you're not gonna get any credit for it, okay? So go ahead and take a look at those. You did all of them? All right, tell you what. I'm gonna give you something to work on right now, okay? It's a little bit more confusing. Try this one. I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. You're gonna have to learn it on your own, okay? If you get it wrong, look at the explanation. Once you know what to do, you're gonna be like, oh, this is a piece of cake, all right? Again, Alexander, please go with your group. You're good, Diana. Hola. All right, in about 10 seconds, everybody's gonna come back. 7, 6, 5, 4. So, welcome back, everybody. First and foremost, I just want to say that a lot of you put in a lot of work. You did a fantastic job. I saw many people getting 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100s, and I'm really proud of a lot of you. About 6 of you reached out to me for help, and I really want to applaud you for asking for help, okay? Mathematics is a difficult subject, and if you don't ask for help when you need it, it's gonna be like me in swimming. You're just gonna sink. Uh, so, uh, one last thing. If you have to do anything during class, right? Maybe you got to go to the restroom or you got to go get food or your parents or guardians are telling you, hey, come with me to go do something. Tell me in the chat, okay? You don't just leave and then come back 10, 20 minutes later, okay? A lot of you, I had to check in with you and ask, like, why were you not responding when I asked? Anyways, come on, stop talking about me. It wasn't just you, Chris. It was other people, like Doris. Anyways, so everybody, if you have any questions about today's IXL assignment, please reach out to me. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday and honestly, drink some water and stay indoors. Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Darcy, for that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Bye, dinosaur. You just call me a dinosaur?
Where was he? Was he in the main room and never went to the breakout room or what?
He was in the main. I think he came in late into the class. And because I was jumping in between breakout groups, I didn't see that he was in the main room.
Okay.
So I need to I might just get a second laptop hooked up so I can have one in the main room on those.
I totally have had that happen before. I wish that as the host, no matter where you were, you could see if someone jumps back.
We get notifications, but it's like I keep thinking it's like people like switching in and out of rooms or something. It gets confusing.
Yeah.
But they did a fantastic job. Gracias, Jessica. Actually, Jessica, antes de que te vayas, before you go, did she leave already? Jessica, are you still there? Jessica? Okay, let me show you. I'm gonna.
Wait, Olivares. Perdón
Wait.
por interrumpirlo.
No, Kathy, you're
Can you
gonna.
stop playing with my name, please? Thank you.
I'm not playing with your name.
No, not you, not you.
Okay. So Jessica, if you go to Canvas and you click on our class and you click on modules, Semana 4, right? Week 4. If you click on Monday where it says notes for the class or Tuesday class notes, this is where you can find the same thing I sent you, okay? It has all the notes here. So if you want to go back on other days where you missed, or if you want to go back and look at these things, you can look at it through here, okay? And then Kathy, who's messing with your name?
Like they're keep playing with my name. Like, what do I have? Do I have something?
I don't know. Brian, Edgar, and Elvis, if possible, please respect, okay? Thank you, Elvis. Thank you, Brian.
See you later, alligator.
And a wow, crocodile. Thank you, Edgar. Surami, yeah, I'll stick around and help people if you need help, okay? So you can go ahead and unmute yourself if you have a question.
I have a question. So can you help me on the IXL?
Yeah, do you want a screen share?
Sure.
Wait, let me give you access to it.
Yes, me too. Yo también necesito ayuda.
That's fine.
Office hours today.
See you later.
El jueves. Have a good one. El jueves, I have office hours.
today.
Surami, I'm gonna make you co-host so you can screen share, okay?
Could we go now? We could go now, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Do I share it now?
Yeah. In fact, mientras you're sharing it, I'm gonna get my lunch. Oye, como que se pusieron a limpiar. I'm sorry. Hi, what's up?
I'm having trouble answering this question.
Okay. So what does the X value represent here?
30?
Sí, pero 30 qué? Floors or guest rooms?
Floors.
Okay, and what about the Y value or the 600? Is that rooms or floors?
Guest rooms.
Okay, so it's 30 floors and 600 guest rooms. So we'll go look at the two possible answers.
Okay.
¿Cuál de los dos es?
It's this one because I keep like I don't know if it is this one or this one.
Okay, ¿cuántos cuartos hay? Digo, pisos. ¿Cuántos pisos?
600.
¿Mm?
Right?
¿Cuántos pisos? No, ¿cuántos cuartos? Pisos.
30.
Okay. So look at the two answers. ¿Cuál de los dos dice 30 pisos? ¿El primero o el segundo?
Oh, this one. Oh. Okay. Okay, I'll stop sharing now.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Kathy,
Okay.
dime. You can go ahead and leave if you want, or you can stay.
Oh, okay.
Wait, ¿cómo dijo?
Le hablaba a Surami.
No, pero can I share my screen now?
Yeah. Wait,
Esperen un
you
minuto.
don't have powers, huh?
¿No qué?
No tienes el poder.
¿El poder de qué?
Screen share.
A ver. Sí, tengo el poder de todo el mundo.
A ver. Como dicen ustedes, bet.
Okay. I was going, ya iba como en 30, pero bajé a 22. And I was like, no, mejor no hago nada.
Okay. So, el 10 representa dinero o galletas.
Cookies.
Okay. So el 10 representa galletas, right? Cookies.
Yes.
What about el 5?
El 5 representa el total de los dólares.
¿Cuántos dólares son?
Pues unos $5 dice.
Okay. ¿De abajo? So, ¿cuál es de los dos? ¿5 galletas por $10 o 10 galletas por $5?
10 galletas por $5.
A ver. Nice.
So, two es el time, ¿verdad? el minute. Y Y es esa cosa en el feet, algo así. So es 2. A ver. Ah, ok.
Mírala, mírala. Hey, the sandia is amazing. Con tajín.
Ok, ya lo entendí.
Awesome, I'm glad. Emily, do you have any questions? Monday?
I said no.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the garden right now, actually. So I'm gonna end the call, okay?
Where? En el jardín.
The 7th grade garden, you know, like behind Miss Eisenberg's and Miss Ibarra's class, there was that little garden.
Yes.
I'm cleaning it up.
Ay, por fin hace algo bueno.
I know, right? Anyways, if you get 100 on this assignment, send me a message so I can send that talking points message home, okay?
Serían 2 y yo agarro, ¿verdad?
Monday?
Nada.
Órale.